Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good whatever time it is you're watching me. I hope we are having an amazing day. What am I supposed to say? I don't know, but I hope we are having a great day. So we started into the financials yesterday, and like I said, I had to delay some things because of me just thinking. A lot of things happened behind the scenes that I had to take some time off to think and ask myself this question: is this still Christianity we are practicing, or are we just doing full blown evil? When it comes to the financials, I swear to you, I just wanted to check the amount that all these instruments that Olukoya had used to get things done. I just wanted to check how much he pays them per job, only for me to uncover a more sinister criminal syndicate organization at work. And as a human being, at first fear will catch you. It's like it's nothing of what I had bargained for. That's one. But then two, you look like you stand back and you look at what you just found out and you're asking yourself, what the hell is this? Like, what the hell? It just I don't know. It just makes you confused. It makes you flabbergasted. You don't just understand what you just found out. And most importantly, a lot of things starts to make sense. Because when Christ said that when it comes, he might not meet fate, he's not lying. But you wonder just how did he get to this point? Like, how did it happen that evil got to this point? How did it happen that pastors started to take a name for themselves, that identity of being called a pastor, and they were moving money, they were invested in ridiculous criminal activities, and the people that actually cloak them is church members. We cloak them. We are the ones that keep them in business. And I just did not know how to present it. I just did not know what to say. I just did not know. In fact, it just made me confused. So when I found out that Olukoya, Daniel Kolawole Olukoya, actually enlisted his pastors to interfere in the election that was just concluded in 2023 for the benefit of Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the current governor of Lagos State. When I heard from Akpeji that he enlisted them to get the job done, it took me a few minutes to grasp what I just heard, because I was even telling Akpeji, Ayro, you are lying against him. Like, you can't even believe what you just heard. So he told me to go to his bank statement and find out some dates. And I was just to the point that they even created a WhatsApp group where they were making things happen. They were paying people, according to what Akpeji told me, they were paying people 2,000 naira each to vote for Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu in his own constituent. And he then showed me the 1 million that was sent into his account a day to the election. He showed me the WhatsApp group. He showed me the pastor that was communicating with him to handle it. He showed me the letter. They made him sign an undertaking that he would not talk about it because they had already promised him, according to him, they had already promised him a political appointment. And that was before the election, and after the election they did not give him the political appointment, so he threatened to expose everybody, so they gave him money. And the crazy thing about the money that actually shocked me was that the payment was made through MFM's account. And I was like, you say what? It's one thing for someone to tell you that this is how it happened, but it's another thing for the person to tell you, go to this date in my bank statement and find it out there. And I'm seeing the figures word for word. And I was asking myself, hello, and even afterwards, a lot of millions that they had to pay him to hush the list of things they told him to send, so that the things he wanted, you should let them know the things they wanted so that they can establish him and just get him to shh. He sent them the list. I will be showing us the list. I'll be showing us the things he sent. And I'll be playing you the recording. In fact, it's a lot of things we spoke about, but I'll be playing you some snippets of the recording of the conversation between me and Akpeji. And the reason why I'm playing this is because if I'm saying it, you people might think, oh, she's just trying to come up with stories. But you need to hear from the horse's mouth what actually transpired. And then when you're done watching or listening to Akpeji and watching me, and I want you to go back, if you don't mind, please. I now need you to go back to Yemi Gospel, the video he posted about Akpeji, and I want you to go back and watch that video again and understand why they had to do that. It's just like, oh, I don't know how to, I don't even know how it's doing me anymore. I'm questioning reality at this point. Like, I'm sorry, Olukoya disgusts me right now like poop. In fact, it disgusts me to the core, because with every single day, I'm getting access to evidences, not just from Akpeji, from people. The people now that, Olukoya, in case you're watching this thing, you're a fool. Or a gogon. And it's not even just that. Anyway, the Bible says it will make your wisdom into foolishness. You're very stupid. Because I don't understand how, if you want to be an international crime syndicate, go and be an international crime syndicate. If you want to be a pastor, be a pastor. Only you is assaulting women sexually. Only you is terrorizing people. Only you threatens people. Only you use police to threaten people. Only you is doing racketeering. Only you is involved in you are having your pastor get themselves involved in election interference. Only you is don't shake pay for any. And at this point, I want to ask, how much is enough? And you guys are so, I'm sorry, but you people, it's like, I want to ask you a question. Did you grow up with low self-esteem? Because it's beginning to look to me like someone who was bullied as a kid. I think you were bullied as a kid. Maybe a lot of people bullied you in class. Probably you did not have girlfriends. Maybe something just happened to you growing up. And then you grew up as a sociopath. And then now, all those things you never had chance to had when you're growing up is now shocking you. And for that reason, you just want to just do things. And every single time is on the extreme. You guys are so sloppy. And that's the problem with being evil. You get evil to a point, you become so confident and you're sloppy. Because you have to be a fool for your pastor, Otumba Adlubukola, whatever the hell his name is. Let me find his name again. For your pastor to no? Ahmed Adebisi Otumba. For you to be using that pastor to move money. And the man had the effrontery to go and post your CAC certificate for the Biotechnology Foundation to go and post it on Facebook. She is stupid. And that's the thing. Of all the things I've been using to expose you, I did not go and steal it. I didn't touch you guys' phone. I didn't even go. You people made everything public. Because, oh Lord, thank you. In the height of your wisdom, you thought you were wise, but you were foolish. You all. You lot. And this is where I really... Okay, before I even jump safe, let me play the audio between me and Akpeji. Then we'll now come back to it. Let's just listen to some of the things me and Akpeji spoke about. On the 1303. Yes, 1303. Election. So, who call the election? You will see another 1 million. You see another 1 million. 400,000. Olukoya ló fún mi gbà yẹn fún kíní Canada mi gbà yẹn kí mi sanwó visa fee. Olukoya like mi ò yọ ọdún pé yẹn ẹ fi ẹ fún. Bàbá o. Olúwa dápọ̀n mọ́ sí fún wa bàbá o. Olúwa dápọ̀n mọ́ sí fún wa. 7/2022. 7, Abby. What month is that? Your network is bad. On the 7th. Hello, sir. Yes. Do you see the 2 million they gave for project for me? Don't matter this project enough. On the 7th, 2 million. On the 7/7/2022. Let me scroll down. 2,946,000. Your project what you need? Football preservation. So how does the project work? My host competition then my sponsor. It was actually doing all those things because we are in good rapport. I think that's an issue. Question 2024 now. Okay, so 2,946,000. Yeah. Yeah. So it was because you guys were in good rapport, you were still doing the dirty jobs. But then is it? Check it, go look off one. There's another one that give me us again. On the 18, they check in on the 18/08/2022. He had 2,725,000. He had winners money. Another 549,000. Wait, election will be 1 year. I want to help you narrate the election money very well so that you can draw their blockers. Yeah, I'm seeing 100,000 here. 100,000, but I mean, I was sure see me. Just when we sick, we go for me. We send 100,000 see me. When they sick, you go the way. When they treat her. Who like me go? Okay. Wà lóyà sí mi. Ọ̀dọ̀ láyé pé òkè o, mo fẹ́ bàbá yìí láwọ́. ṣé you get ọ̀tọ̀ láyé pé ẹni yìí láwọ́ ọ̀tọ̀ láyé pé ẹni yìí ó ń san owó pé mò ń ṣe dirty job.
If you see that 1 million on the 11/11/2022, 1,750,000. Why don't you rush your UK buy it? Why don't you send us abroad? By the time you have got Jan, there was a space that did not send money like one. But you can send the 100,000 see me. Then I think that one. Then it sent one before that. Can they send 100,000 to me?
Well, it is well with your soul, because another 1,750,000, 11/11, 2022. Owó kí tún lélẹ̀? GTB.
1,750,000. Òun ni owó tó ní kí n fi lọ sí London. Kí n sanwó fún agent. They fẹ́ gba 3 million. 3.5 million.
Gbà tó rí pé ẹ ti mọ àṣírí tòun tó ti pọ̀ jù ló bá ní ẹ máa lọ.
Ó fẹ́ tì mí lọ London gbà ẹ̀.
Another 1 million lélẹ̀ ní 22/11/2022, a day to election. Ṣé a day to election lélẹ̀ ṣá? No. 2023 election.
Election, you see election go down. Good. Miriam on it on 12 year, 3,400,000. Miriam said
3.4.
My guess is that Miriam on it.
There's another 700,000.
Then 700,000. Oh, ló send it for me, you know.
Yeah.
Pásọ̀ wọn yàwé, pásọ̀ olólùkọ́ òun gbowó jù mí lọ́wọ́ Olúkọ̀yà ṣó yàwé rẹ̀. Àwọn tó máa ń jó Olúkọ̀yà.
4.4 mi tún lélẹ̀, 4.4 máa ti di méjì ẹ̀rù ń bà kan.
3.4 báwọn pásọ̀.
4.4 mi tún lélẹ̀, 4.4 máa ti di méjì ẹ̀rù ń bà kan.
Mo ní mọ́tò mi ní issue 2104 21 April tí ó send 300,000 sí mi pẹ̀lú kí lorúkọ ẹ̀ Joseph
ló fi send yẹn.
2104 21 for 2023.
Yeah, I can see it here.
Then ọ̀sán owó kan ó ń bọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe títì lọ ń yà ọ̀gbọ́n owó kan jáde. Náà ó kàn tí mo wá mi máa ń kọ́ sẹ́ǹtì another zero ló sáré àkáǹtì yẹn náà.
Ok, ẹ wọ́n tá a máa ṣe tó bá
ṣe 7 million fún mi ní on those protect me.
1 million àbí? 6th of July.
Sam ló sẹ́ndì yẹn ní on the 6th July.
Sam ṣé ń ṣe pásítọ̀ tẹ̀sán yẹn?
Sam Pastor Sam kọ́lẹ̀ wà Canada sí olùsẹ́ndì.
Olùsẹ́ndì 1 million aláyè gbogbo wọn ti bàjẹ́ sẹ́. 6th of July. No, I'm almost there. Yeah, 1 million, Pastor Sam. The one that don't fit Pastor Lekki here, Abi.
Pastor Moses here, ló máa ń install the Sam to send the way. But you don't know send the mo sign them.
Sign them.
Camera wọn wo báyìí. Ọkàn security wọn kọ́ ní kí n sign pẹ̀lú bọ̀ wọ́n láyọ̀ lọ. Undertake pé mo ní wá dé gbọ́mọ̀ wọn. Ọ̀dẹ̀gbọ́n wọn wò ní báyìí wọ́n ní kí n bá appointment yìí.
Ẹ dúró tí bá get yín correctly ẹ sọ pé Pastor Lekki yẹn ta ni Pastor Sam yẹn wò. Sam kí lorúkọ ẹ.
Sam ló ṣiṣẹ́ lọ́fíìsì tí o. Máa dé pé kí lè fi ìfẹ́ sí i bọ̀.
kí ni qualification ẹ̀ àbí kí ni position ẹ̀.
ó ní BSc yìí láti ṣe náà.
Mú mọ̀ la iṣẹ́ kí ló ń ṣe fún Pastor Olukoya gbogbo táìmù yẹn.
He is one of the pastors in his office there.
Okay, so Pastor Sam Olukun ló ṣe transfer 1 million. Ẹ dákun ẹ fún mi picture Pastor Sam tó wà Canada sí. Kí gbogbo olùbá lè mọ̀.
Òun ló máa ń jà fún pé ọwọ́ ẹ̀dẹ̀.
Wọ́n fi fún 1 million pé kẹ́ panu mọ́. Wọ́n ní kẹ́ undertaking. Ìlérí burúkú, ìlérí kúrí.
On the 24th December 2023, wọ́n sẹ́ndì 850 sí mi.
Ní kẹ́ fi máa wọ̀ kán 24th December.
Dáìmù bàtà 2023 bàtà pé máa tú àṣírí wọn lọ́sẹ̀ndì yẹn.
Ẹ̀yin náà ẹ̀yin gbọ́ dájú lẹ́yìn tẹ́ gba 1 million ẹ̀ tún ní ó sì tún kù. 24th ba. Okay, let me go up a little bit. Okay, ta ló ṣe 850 ẹlẹ̀? MFM.
Sáàmù ló ṣe méjèèjì staff.
MFM directly lọ fi ṣe lẹ̀.
But Sáàmù náà MFM ló fi ṣe kíní wọn ló fi ṣe kíní wọn ipò ló fi sáàmù méjèèjì.
MFM ifọ̀, okay. All right.
Welcome back. Now, I don't want anybody to look at Akpeji as if he's evil. No, he's not. He's one of the few people that I respect. It takes a lot to dine with the devil and at the end of the day, find God to be God and want to do the right thing. He's one person that I respect a lot, and I'm really, really grateful to him for giving me the opportunity to talk to him, for him to share some things with me, for him to review some things with me. And I don't want anybody to see him as a low life. No. He was just someone that was taken advantage of by Olukoya, because how else do you take advantage of people other than to give them money? Shower them with money until they don't have sense, because you just need them to think in a particular way. You know, imagine Akpeji saying that because he had found somebody that could lie that Mr. Ashekun raped her, Olukoya gave him money immediately. Lale. And the money does not come directly from MFM's account. It comes from all those people they stash money with. It is messed up. And this is where I want us to have this conversation. That's why today's video is going to be short, because I want to go and join Mrs. Funke Ashekun's live, because I can't wait to hear what that woman has to say. As a pastor in MFM, having listened to this, ask yourself the question. For pastors that are actually serving God, I'm not talking about all these evil lords, because from what I heard, only pastor kan ní Lekki lolo fún election. I'm sure you people heard him in the kini. So if you guys don't know, for those of you that don't understand Yoruba, just let me know so I can translate. I'll do that tomorrow. If you're a pastor and you're actually serving God with all your heart and all your strength, and you're faithful to him, you probably make 50,000 a month, you probably make 40,000 a month, and here is your general overseer paying young boys. I'm talking about young boys, because we're still going to get to that, Mrs. Alayo. Talk about qualification. Young people with no qualification, he sends them 2 million at once, 1.750. Go that you can, after manner service, they wire 350. In the middle of the night, they wire 2 million. I'll show you everything tomorrow. I'll show you the bank statement. I'm just trying to look for a way to make sure that they don't end up going to that man's bank to go and alter it. So I'm trying to be careful because we'll be using some of these things in court. How do you feel knowing that you are contributing to the growth of Satan? How do you feel in your heart knowing that you play a part in ensuring this mafia continues to thrive? Because every single time you go and plant a church, do you know how many percentage you send to the headquarters? And it is this money that they use to pay all these people. It is this money that they use to drag Christians to court. It is this money, the sweat of the saints, that has given unto the church. And it is this same money that they pay into these people's account to lie, to slander, to harass, to defame, to hurt the very people you tell that Christ loves them. Because I'm telling you, this is evil in broad daylight. So you wonder why the governor of Lagos State will be quiet. No wonder Shade could have sang that song as it is sweet us, it pain them. Why would they not sing it and Sanwo-Olu will sit down? Now, I don't know if Sanwo-Olu was aware. I want to believe. I don't know if he was aware that Olukoya interfered in the election for him. But this is the person that they used to do election interference. In fact, there was one that he told me that they went to Sanwo-Olu's house or Sanwo-Olu somewhere for before the election, for preparation of the election, and they paid them 100,000. Oh, thank you for coming. And if you check his Facebook page, you will see some of. I think there's one that he took picture with Sanwo-Olu. It's the dot connecting, and they will tell you to pray that God will heal your land. Yet it is your pastors that are destroying your land. Why are pastors in MFM, from what I just heard and what you just heard? If I would tell you, see, the recording is long. They were asking them to cook for the electoral officials. Why? They're asking them to pay each person 2,000 each. You vote for APC, you collect 2,000. You vote for Sanwo-Olu, you collect 2,000 cash. Is that what Christ told us to do? Is that what we've been called to do? The 1 million they sent to Akweji the day to the election, what is it for? Showo guguru ni abowo epa. Now think about it from the standpoint of, now let us think about it from the standpoint of these cyber people, or this instrument of Olukoya. If you're a youth, and from just causing somebody, cyberbullying, doing dirty jobs, making sure that the victims shut up, making sure that you do his dirty jobs, in a day you make 1 million. In a day you make 2 million. In a day, you get promise of political appointment. In 24 hours, after manner service, you get 350K. Sometimes you get 4 million at once, peer into your account. Would you not enjoy it? If by being evil, they pay you this much, would you not sit down to create new devices to be evil? And that's the society that your pastor is breeding, hiding under philanthropy. Our Mukawi, they will now do small events. They will tell you they are doing discounted food, they are doing this thing, all to close your eyes, to cloak the evil. Now, you can say I'm trying to lie, but then is this not the bank statement? Is this not the bank statement? Did I go and steal that one too? Or did they not give me the bank statement themselves? Is GT Bank lying? Is First Bank lying? Abido Olukoya himself not share the receipt himself of how they are moving money conveniently. And we want to ask ourselves, is it still Christianity we are practicing in Nigeria? You wonder why it looks as if God does not listen to us. And that's the funny thing. When this whole thing happened, and I was praying to God, a lot of things I saw, but then it just did not make sense to me then. But it made sense to me. It makes sense to me now. Is it still Christianity we are practicing? Is it? No. With all these things, in fact, and I've not even said anything. I've not came anywhere. We are just getting started. Is it still Christianity? So if you're a man of God, because we always stand before God and give account, what part have you played as a pastor to enable this? When you read the book of Acts, everybody gave according to what they can afford, and they shared it equally among everybody to the measure of their need. Is this wealth being shared equally? How many people are struggling and starving in your branch, in your zone, in your region? How many people are struggling and starving, and you would leave 20% or whatever percent they tell you to leave for the church, and you will take the rest to the headquarters? You take from these starving people, these poor people, all these old mamas, they will give to you. You're robbing them in daylight, and you're giving it to a cartel that pretends to be called the church. And they pay these small people, I'm sorry to use this word, these small boys, these small girls. They pay them huge sum of money. Some pastors with PhD say, what you have not collected in a month, these guys have collected it. Just for going to visit Olukoya, according to Akpeji. One girl just went to visit Olukoya. Next thing, according to Akpeji, Olukoya told him to leave the office. They should leave him and the girl. Kato 4. Corridor prayer. Nani. The girl came outside with a laptop and dollars. Any small work, he gives them iPhone. According to Akpeji, he gave him iPhone. Have you collected a quarter? You take from the poor and you give to the rich, to their oppressors. And yet these same bastards are the ones in bed with the politicians. Because I don't even just know what to say. In fact, I'm drained mentally. I just want to go and rest my head today. I don't even want to. So I want to ask you, is this Christianity? Or is this Satan at work in broad daylight? How many people was put to jail through the offering and tithe of my king? How many? Because now I want to ask, how much elections have been rigged? Because of us Christians. What part have we played as Christians in ruining this nation? The Bible says, one commandment I give unto you, as I have loved you, love you one another. Is this still Christianity? Is it? Or are we just lying to ourselves? That is Akpeji's voice. I deliberately wanted to play his audio today because he told me to record him and release it. Listen to it again. And go back to Yemi Gospel or Jomi Gospel, whatever the hell that man's name is. And watch the video very well. And for the first time, I want to ask you something. I've never asked before. In fact, it has never crossed my mind. But if you know a pastor in MFM, either your cousin, your auntie, your brother, share this video to that pastor or to the pastor's wife and ask them one question. Is this still Christianity? Or are we just joking around? Thank you.